hope you're doing well. This week I'm going to be doing another foundation review because they seem to go down really well on my channel. You all seem to like them. I thought I'm going to do them for you. This week's foundation is the Body Shop Fresh Nude Foundation in the shade Chelsea Porcelain. Now, as far as I know, this is the lightest shade they do, and at the time of me buying it, it was too dark, so I bought the lightning drops that came with it. Although I have had a little bit of sun to my face, not that you can tell, it's normally paler than that, I promise you. This is a little bit too dark, or it was too dark. I don't know what it's going to be like now, so we're going to see how this pans out. First of all, I'm going to prime my face, and I don't use a normal primer because I have quite oily skin, so I'm using the Body Shop Seaweed Pore Perfector, which is now discontinued, I think. It was selling out in the local store that I have for £1.50 from £13, so I got a couple because they always work really well for me. And it does say to use one pea size amount, but I've just put a pea size there and it's only just gone through to one cheek, so I'm going to do it on both. I'm going to do the best kind of coverage that I can with that foundation. It is really difficult because I've already got makeup on, but I didn't want you guys to see me without makeup at the moment because my skin's terrible, my eyebrows are a joke, and I'm just not feeling great, so makeup is on first. For a foundation brush, I'm going to be using my fake Anastasia brush, which I got off eBay, and it was about £3. And I'm just going to start by putting one pump on and see how far that gets, whether or not we need more than one, and whether or not we're going to need more than one. Lightning drops because it was too dark. I've always struggled with foundation shades because I have such a weird pinky toned skin. I found one that matched really well. No, actually I found two. One of them was the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and that was 3 years ago I bought that. I was so pale back then, and that worked perfectly. And then they changed the bottle and everything, so I don't know if they've changed the formula. I'm a bit hesitant to buy it if it doesn't work the same, and my skin's changed, so. And then the other one was the True Match foundation, which was amazing, but again, it was very pale and it matched my skin at the time, so I don't know whether or not they're going to work the same with a different skin. Okay, so you can see it's blending in really well. My redness is still coming through, and it's not even attempting to cover blemishes. But it does kind of give an even coverage. I'll admit this isn't the best foundation brush to use, but all of my other brushes are way too big, and I need to be able to kind of get through here and get as near to my eyebrows as I can. Honestly, I actually hate drawing on my eyebrows so much. I hate it. I really, really hate it. I really want to get them. I want to try and get them tinted, but I might have to end up saving up a bomb and getting them tattooed because I've got some weird form of I don't know if it's from over plucking years and years ago, but now they only kind of grow in patches. So I've always got patches in my eyebrows, kind of like a really, really, really mild alopecia of the eyebrows. They do tend to just fall out, and if I took this off, my eyebrow comes from here to about here, and it's really thin and it's really patchy, which is strange because I actually have really thick hair normally. I don't know if that works the same for eyebrows. Okay, so it's given quite an even coverage, and it's quite a natural coverage. You can't really tell I'm wearing foundation, but it's not full coverage, is it? You can still see I've got pink patches here and here, and it's not attempted the blemishes at all, and I've still got a little bit of pinkness around the eyebrows, so I think I'm going to try one more coat and see how we get on with that. But I'm going to buff it all back out with a bigger brush afterwards. I just want to make sure I've kind of covered my bases here and filled in as much as I can. I remember when I was working at the Body Shop, and this was 5 years ago maybe. I was 17 and it was my first job, and I was so lucky to work there, honestly. I was so lucky. And I learned so much about makeup because I kind of knew about makeup, but I didn't wear foundation. I literally just, I don't even think I did my eyebrows. My eyebrows were so thin and horrible. I think I just wore winged liner with a little bit of eyeshadow. Wouldn't attempt lipstick, wouldn't do anything like that. I was very basic. Every day was the same for makeup. And then I kind of got there, and I can't remember if they just introduced the cubes, the shimmer cubes, the set 4, or whether they were already out and they were re-advertising them. But I got one of them free as part of my makeup kit, and I took it home and I read the leaflet and I copied the leaflet, and I came in the next day with it, and they were all so amazed by how I'd kind of done my makeup that they wanted me to start doing the makeup kind of tutorials on people's faces. And I didn't feel comfortable doing it because I was like 17 years old. I didn't really want to do that. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing eyeshadow after that, and I really experimented, and I'm not the best. I'm self-taught. I teach myself everything. I watch tutorials, I look at videos on Instagram and that. So I'm not the best, but I can't be that bad. Okay, that's the second coat, and again, it's got a very natural coverage to it. There's still a shimmer there, so if you wanted to matte that up, you might need a powder. It's kind of toned this down a bit, I think. It hasn't covered it in any way, but it's toned it down. You can't notice it as much. And again, around here, it's not gone onto my lips at all, which I like. And again, around the eyebrows, I'm really hesitant when I put things near my eyebrows. I don't like it because I start wiping them, and it took me like half an hour to do them today, and they look crap anyway, so. That's probably the best we're going to get it for this foundation. And honestly, it's really not that bad. It's a very natural kind of foundation, which I think matches what it says on the pot, because it says fresh nude. It does give me a fresh glow, and like I said, you can't really tell I'm wearing foundation, which is great. And it's nude, so it's kind of more of a see-through, again, natural looking foundation. So for what it says, I think it's really good. Maybe if you wanted more of a full coverage, putting a bit of concealer on before or afterwards, just to kind of vam it up a little bit, if vam is even a word. But yeah, I'll put the price of in here, and you can find it in the down bar. I really like this foundation. I really like it. I think the only con may be the price, but it's not overly expensive. I think it's about £15, which isn't great, but it's also not extortionate in comparison to some other ones, and you'll get the exact same effect with this as you would do a high-end one. And it smells, I think, it doesn't really smell of anything. It's really fresh, which I like, because sometimes you get foundations that are really smelly. Yeah, it's in a nice little bottle. It's got a pump, which is always a plus, because not all foundations come with a pump, and it's really easy to put on. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, because I'm doing a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Anyone that has subscribed from, I can't remember what date it was, I'll put the date on the screen, but anyone who has started subscribing from this date is automatically included in this giveaway, and I'll do the giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers, and it's quite a big giveaway. Go over to my Facebook or my Instagram or my Twitter to find out what the prize is. I will do a proper video when I hit 1,000 with all the prizes there, so you can properly see what they are. But yeah, subscribe, because you could be entered into winning this really good prize. It is really good, and it's helping me get more subscribers and get more of your lovely faces into my little family. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!